You have every honor that a man could have. You've got
Almost.
Oscars.
No.
You're breaking my heart.
You turned her against me!
2 hours later.
For reasons we can't explain, we are losing her.
She's dying.
We don't know why. She has lost the will to live.
You serious?
I am not the creator of Mara-Jane, and I want you to get out of this office right now.
I'm sorry, George.
No way.
You brought
No way.
You brought it on yourself.
I don't want you here.
I'm sorry, George. I didn't think it would go like this.
The shortest possible answer is way back when George Lucas made American Graffiti and Star Wars, he was almost a complete unknown. He was hit with argumentative producers, actors and studios, so he could not get exactly what he wanted in his head. This happy accident created this thing.
With the success of the film, the country goes Star Wars crazy.
After 20 years had passed, and he began making the prequels, he was a demigod, and he got whatever he wanted.
This is real. This is real. Real. Not surreal. Not surreal. Not surreal. Real. This is gonna be tricky.
Including making an episode 1 for kids, so he could sell Jar Jar Binks toys.
Jar Jar is a key to all this. If we get Jar Jar working, because he's a funnier character than we've ever had in any of the movies before.
Well, the thing that's really big here is in the big grass planet battle there, the zillions of creatures.
It all is going to go. And instead of destroying the Death Star, he destroys the ship that controls the robots. Again, it's like poetry, so that they rhyme. Every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one. Hopefully it'll work.
And he began hacking up the original trilogy.
Hey, loves those. Obi-Wan sitting down.
You're resyncing both flanking actors.
Yeah.
Okay. This is cyber directing, right?
Yeah. 3D editing.
Yeah.
This is a sign of desperation. Then he got confirmation bias, from all the opinions flooding in from every which way but loose.
That is the challenge.
Exactly.
That's the set piece.
Yeah.
The whole thing is how are you going to top the pod race?
Turns out the fully animated one was actually about half the man hours of the head replacement.
Oh, so we spent $100,000 on that suit that we didn't need to spend.
Well, but the suit is actually extremely useful for, all the time while they were working on that, we were looking at, okay, we're going to get the shadow to match this one better, and this was actually really great lighting and performance preference.
So what can you do in this dilemma? An artist must make something, and want it to be theirs, while also wanting it to be commercial. It can be both. I hope it can. Do you bend to the whims of cash grabbing? Or keep your artistic integrity? When George Lucas surrounded himself with yes men, it was a lose-lose.
If you're just telling everyone what to do, then the thing will only be as good as what you can come up with. But if you listen to other people, it has a chance of being much better than what your one mind can think of. So that the whole time, and trying to be egoless about things, because ultimately, like every genius thing that JJ said, but then he would
one.
Then he would regret and oh maybe that's not good. I often had to convince some of working with him was saying no, we need to do that thing you said. That thing you said is awesome. Let's do that.
One of my favorite things about working with you is that all of us in whatever room it was, editing room, visual effects review,
let's talk
mixing
about this
stage
for a while.
No, but it was you were open to the better idea, and you knew, as I think one must, that it doesn't always come from you.
Yeah,
it comes from the person who's been really focusing on that thing, or the person who got a life perspective that's not yours at all, who says, well, what wouldn't she feel this? But I just loved how the process was about, being comfortable and safe to throw out ideas, good or bad, and let them, we used to have this thing working on Alias back in the day, where we would always say, let it suck for a second, which is like, it's okay.
Totally.
It's not like you see the film and you know the plot.
Yeah, there's no way to know what's going to happen. We're never going to be Titanic. Nobody can. I don't think that's it.
Can you explain that?
Nobody can. It's one of those things. It just happens. It's like what Star Wars did when it first did it. It defies reality. You just never know on these things. I did a More American Graffiti. It made 10 cents.
Really?
Just failed miserably.
Really?
The original series was a coalition of different people. George Lucas had very little control. The machine that was driving this idea of a fairy tale in space in A New Hope, which he shot. And he did not direct or write The Empire Strikes Back, what many consider the strongest of all the films. On the prequels, George Lucas assumed complete control and had final say in every aspect.
And action!
This created this.
We've got a little bit of work to do ahead of us.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody here? Yeah. Everybody awake? All right. Let's do it.
All right.
Because each one kind of takes you to the next place, and you can't jump.
No, I love it.
You don't know where you are.
You think about the very first Star Wars, sitting in there.
Yeah. No, I know.
And it starts open, and you don't know what the hell.
I do a particular kind of movie, which is.
I've seen enough tests now that I'm comfortable that that's going to work.
Pods look good.
They'll be better.
Remember in the end, John, you're not looking at the background. You're not watching the pods. You're listening to the music.
Which led to this.
Fans can expect a new feature film, Star Wars Episode 7, in theaters worldwide in 2015.
Then this happened. Which then ended with this.
This movie was utter trash. I hated it. It was garbage.
I mean, you go to the movies, you expect to laugh, maybe cry. You don't expect to be screaming in a fit of rage, but that's what happened last night here in Burbank.
Let me start this review by saying, fuck this movie. Fuck this movie and fuck everyone in it.
Fills me up with so much rage inside of my body that it starts lighting my brain cells on fire.
It's trash, bruh. This is a whack, trash, garbage movie, and I can't believe what Disney did to me.
This whole movie was why the fuck.
The rebels inexplicably being able to just slightly outrun a fleet of Imperial. The whole movie focuses.
running. That's the movie. Pew pew pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Finn is turned into a comic relief fucking pratfalling dumbass who's slipping and sliding on shit.
Juice flowing out of his tubes. Like, that was fucking corny. Like, it wasn't funny. It was like, what the fuck are they doing?
Finn fucking sucked. He was so lame in this movie. He was terrible.
Luke the lightsaber. He fucking throws it and just walks the fuck off.
I knew this was going to be bad from the second the opening crawl finished.